What impact does your statistical place in the NBA have on you?
Well, that never drove me. You know what I mean? The stats only add up when you put forth the effort and you don't worry about it. You know, good things happen to those people that work hard. If I sit here and play for the stats, I would have never retired in '93. Or I still probably be chasing Wilt Chamberlain's all-time, you know, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all-time scoring lead. I mean, that doesn't drive me. I mean, sure, I mean, it defines to some extent for people who don't know me or, you know, 20 years from now would never know who Michael Jordan really is. But based on the stats, he must have been pretty decent. You know, those are only ways that I look at stats. Other than that, you know, it's all about winning championships and winning. You know, stats that matter to me is the games that we win and the rings that you collect.
All right, so y'all heard what Jordan had to say. Today I'm going to be spotlighting some of the things that Jordan's have done statistically to prove, in my book, that he could have undoubtedly beat these longevity records and these scoring records. Winning only mattered, championships only mattered. So let's take a dive into it. All right, so when it comes to stat sheet stuff, and Jordan is really in a league of his own, it's an interesting stat that I came across. Over a 7-year span in his prime, Michael Jordan went 25-1 in playoff series, while having the highest average of any NBA player in history, including the playoffs at 33.5. And he outscored every teammate and every opponent that he matched up against in the playoffs. And he's the only player to never score under 15 points in his prime in the playoffs. He's still the only player that averaged 40-plus points in the playoff series, and he did that 5 times. And no matter how many appearances LeBron and other players have, you know, made to the finals, they've never averaged 41 points per game, which is the highest in finals history, and Michael Jordan also has that. Players like LeBron, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kobe, for example, also Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, James Harden still fail in comparison to him when it comes to his scoring. He has more 50-point games than LeBron, Wilt, and Kobe combined, and he also has more 40-point games than AI, KD, and Harden combined. So when it comes to scoring and chasing stats, I feel like Michael Jordan undoubtedly could have did that. Led the league in scoring 10 years in a row, and then he only scored less than 10 points one time in his prime. And I'm almost certain that wasn't in the NBA Finals game. I don't want this video to turn into a comparison. I just wanted to quickly spotlight the comment that I found or came across that Michael Jordan made about if he wanted to chase stats, he most certainly could have did it, and I agree. These are all shallow stats that I just gave out. These are not advanced stats. This is not the eye test. This is just stats that anybody could look up and show and see that Michael Jordan most definitely could have did these things. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Jordan could have beat these records? If so, would it take 20-plus years? I also want to hear from you guys and know why guys like, you know, Chamberlain and Russell, who are some of the greatest stat sheet stuffs of all times, are never propped up as the greatest solely off statistics. So y'all let me know, man. Check Ball Sports. We gone.